It across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now Thomas. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on third down. Flush to his right. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a first and goal.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Goodwin. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. On the ground, it's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And you look at this Saints defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Smith. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Well, this defense for the Saints, very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
Take it at the 37. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree, absolutely.
Touchdown, New Orleans! A big play there with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Bisons nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith going up top. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there. 64 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the Saints 20-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back. But it's still a 3rd and 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Smith. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And this one is no good. He missed it.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to... There he goes, left side. And all the way down to the 35. 148 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They run with Thomas. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
He'll try again. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Hands it off out of the gun. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Thomas. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Warriors 70. Trap 60.
The final shot here before break. Smith. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Back to throw, Smith. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
70 Lions. Buffalo 18.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, you're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not, and right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Saints will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 And down to the 44. 174 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Thomas. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 11 yards there, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
First down, Saints.
On 1st down, it's Thomas. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
At the 24-yard line. A gain of 9.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all.
On the set.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Smash, smash.
They'll try the left side. Thomas, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
First down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Thomas. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Okay, ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Hey, check
And you
that,
see a
check
lot
that.
of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
From the left side, it's complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way. Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter,
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here is 3rd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
On 1st down, Thomas. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Thomas. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time.